and get it on, will ya? Woo. When the blow up now, everybody's so unusual with it. Shit. But said times in his rhymes, cause his memories. We running through New York, so you.
Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we've got another scan tool review. This has been another scan tool that's been sent to me. Many of you guys can probably see from the bottom here what one it is, the X431 Pro Elite. Many of you guys would have seen I've actually already done one of these previously, but I haven't done this model and version. Obviously it is launch. I'm expecting probably the same layout as we do on all launch scan tools. As many of you guys know, Launch is a really good company. Their scan tools are excellent, brilliant. There's nothing bad I can really say about them. For the average person, for the normal person, whatever your needs, whether it be programming, coding, garage, shops, normal people, you know, their scan tools can do it all. There's something for everyone. As many of you guys know, I'm a big fan of the Launch Creator Elite for BMW. Many of you guys know, if you do specialize in BMW, the Launch Creator Elite for BMW is basically perfect. What I want to do today is I want to show you guys how it is on basically a bigger screen. Obviously the software you see on the Launch Creator Elite is basically come from one of these. It's the same exact software, they've just put it onto a smaller device. We're going to be showing you how it all operates on the BMW, and I would expect this to perform the same as the Launch Creator Elite for BMW, but who knows? We could open it and we could be very, you know, upset about the fact that it probably won't perform as great as the smaller handheld device, or they could be expecting you to buy stuff which they've given for free on the Launch Creator Elite, because a lot of companies are going that way now. They're wanting you to buy certain features because that's how they're making a lot more money from their tools. So let's open it up and find out. You can probably see here the box is a bit tatty and destroyed. That's because it's been sitting for a while. We're going to go ahead and open it up and we'll show you what the scan tool looks like and how it functions. So we'll just take it out of the box, which is right here. And you will see there that it's actually a launch scan tool, so it isn't no clone, nothing like that. I know many of you guys who actually buy them online from other places, we won't mention no names, end up getting sent clones of these or whatever else, other scan tools that you didn't order when you saw the box. So yes, this is an official launch product. What we're going to go ahead and do is I'm going to open it up so you guys can see everything. So we'll just put it down, open it up, and you guys can see what it comes with. You can see here I haven't touched it, it's still got the foam inside as well. Probably have to stand it up against here so you guys can get a better look. And what we'll do is just take this foam out, and you can possibly see the scan tool right there. See, it hasn't been used. It's another one I haven't used. I have just got so many scan tools, it's unreal. I just don't have the time to use every single one, and all of them do exactly the same thing. This one is just like the X431, the pad, which is the bigger version. I suppose they've made it in a smaller version. This is what companies do to try and make everyone use it. They'll sell a big one to a load of people. They've got a habit for doing that, Launch and TOPDON. And then they'll sell you the big one, make you spend so much money, like £1,000 buying this big one, and then a few months later release a smaller version that can do it all just like this for £300, £400, which, you know, is a bit of a con to a lot of you guys who, you know, when the companies do that, but that's just how the companies make their money. You can see here, you got to plug in the VCR on this one, so it's going to have a plug-in VCR, which I believe I prefer that. I don't like them Bluetooth ones because it's more stable with being plugged in than a Bluetooth one that can't lose connection. You've also got USB, micro USB there as well. To plug anything, actually, no, that's a USB-C there. So it's a USB-C port, USB. Obviously that plugs in your VCR, you've got your power button there. You've got a kickstand on the back here. You've got a camera as well on the back. So you've got the kickstand, you can put that anywhere to just when you're diagnosing the cars. We'll move on to that in a second. I want to see what comes in the box. So we just unlock this. You can see here it's got a whole pack, which this is the activation code you're going to need. That's what I did say to you, Launch and TOPDON all come with these now. You have to activate it, and once it's locked to you, they do this so that way you can't basically sell the scan tool on to anyone else because it's locked to this serial number and product code. So basically it's useless to anyone else. Once you've used it, scan tool's basically rendered useless. They've got a habit for doing this. I've tried to tell them many times I don't like this kind of setup. This is why they're willing to send us YouTubers scan tools all they want, because they know we have to activate them, and they push us to hurry up and do the video because they want us to activate this, so then that way they know we can't sell the scan tool on after. Not a problem for me because I keep them anyway, but for you guys, if you didn't like it, it is going to be a problem because you paid for it, and as you know, probably many of you guys were in the launch on TOPDON, won't give you back the money after once you've activated that code. We got in here, I believe this to be the VCI port, cable to plug into the OBD, and you've also got the charging cable there, data cable. This is the charger, one in the bag of all different sockets for US, EU and UK to charge up the device. We're not gonna need that. We're gonna need this activation code inside the pack, so I'll just get that out. Without that, we can't do anything. We've also got your instruction book in here as well, if you want to read up or anything how to use it. So we'll just put this back in here. We're going to need our VCI out as well, so we'll get that out. Without that, we can't do nothing. See, it's still cable tied. We haven't used it. I'll put it all back in after. Just close this up so it doesn't get in our way. And what we'll go ahead and do now is we'll turn this on so you guys can see. So we'll just turn it on. And as I always say to you guys, always these scan tools load straight away because they're tested in the factories to make sure they're working. I don't know if they're going to be fully charged, who knows. Again, Launch have told me, people that actually sent me this, that they will pick someone from the comments below. If you comment on the video below, they will pick someone out of the comments. They will message you themselves to say that you have won a device. They're willing to give away 3 of these to 3 of my subscribers. So if you comment on the box below and your name's down there, Launch will end up contacting you. As many of you guys know, they've got a YouTube channel, and they will pick one of you guys, whoever it is, to have a scan tool for free. So do bear that in mind. If you are thinking about buying one of these, you could end up getting one for free. So you can see here, it's the same layout as all the Elite scan tools now. Obviously you've got the big ones as well, the X431s. This one has got the same kind of layout with all the ADAS functions, local diagnose, intelligent diagnose. Many of you guys know this layout is very familiar on across all Launch tools this day and age. This is the layout they've all gone to. You can see everything here. Like I said, I'm gonna have to register it. So if we just click probably intelligent diagnose, see, you've been offline. So now we need to just register it all. So I'm gonna have to connect to my Wi-Fi and then register the whole device. So I'll just do that and then we'll come back on the video. So if you can see here, now we've connected to the Wi-Fi, it wants us to update. So we're gonna have to update it as well. As many of you guys know, that's just common on all scan tools. They always want you to update them. So now I'm having to just update the APK, which is the application for the Android system. So we're just gonna have to upgrade that, and then it says here your phone is not allowed to install unknown apps. So we'll just go to settings, allow this source, then back, and then we go to install. And then if you can see there, it's gonna shut down, reboot, and it's gonna ask us to upgrade all the manufacturers as well. So we might have to spend some time doing that. And as many of you guys know, because this has got a lead that connects to the car, we're gonna have to move everything to go over. I ain't gonna be able to show you on here how to diagnose everything because it's not Bluetooth device. So if we just go to intelligent diagnose, now it's gonna ask for new registration. So we're just gonna have to do a new registration and everything like that. And then again, come back on the video once we've done it all again. So now we've entered that. Now we're gonna put in the activation code, which is right here, which is 12994662 and it should activate it. And there you go, it says VCR registration was successful. That's to register the whole thing. So now what we'll do, it will tell us to update everything. So we'll just do update immediately. And we'll just click update. And now what it will do is go ahead and update everything on here that's needed. You see it's got the firmware upgrade program. It's got to update the VIN scan service, everything. So we'll come back on the video once all that's done so I can show you guys how it all works. Obviously, we're gonna have to take it to the car and plug it all up once it's all updated. As I say, guys, this is how you know I don't use these scan tools before I do the video. Really, I should, because then everything will be ready to go and we wouldn't have this delay, but I've just got too many and I just don't get a chance to use every single one. So now we're back and everything's now been updated, and I can just say it updated really, really quick, if I'm being honest. It took literally not even 5 minutes to update all 97 applications. Obviously the BMW one was the biggest because it includes Mini, Rolls-Royce, and the bikes as well, so it's a lot, it's the biggest one. But literally guys, it updated really, really fast. Everything's done, so what we're gonna go ahead and do now is get it on the car. We're gonna open up the VCI port and connect it. I'll show you how to connect all this into, obviously, the device. So what you wanna do here, usually I don't pin them in because I don't keep the scan tools out, but if any of you guys are gonna keep the scan tools out, you wanna pull it up the top here, and obviously you wanna look what way it goes, so it will go that way, and it will just go in just like that, and you can screw them down up here if you're gonna keep connected to the scan tool, which I don't, because you can't put it back away in this case with this connected. We're gonna go over to the car with it now, and it should work because everything's now fully functional. I've done everything that's needed to be done, all the updates. So let's get it on the car and let's see what this thing can do. So now we've got it all connected up to the car, guys. You guys know where to locate your OBD port on your car. It's the same for any BMW, E60, E63, always located in the same place. Obviously, if you've got a different car, it'll be wherever it is on your manufacturer's handbook, on the manual handbook. Right now, we're gonna be testing it on this BMW E63. And if you can see, it's also got a red light up there, so it means it's charging it as it's connected to the car, which is one thing I really do like about launch, them doing this, because that is a must to keep, obviously, the battery fully charged while you're playing around. The last thing you want is something to die while you're in the middle of doing something. That's not what you want. What we're gonna go ahead and do now is click Intelligent Diagnose, and we'll see what this thing can do. Then we'll go into the service functions and we'll see everything else it can do after. But what I wanna do is go into Intelligent Diagnose now. You can see here it's gonna update the VCI, which is to be expected. All launch scan tools will do this. It will update the VCI to the latest firmware with the latest operating system as well. So they update together. So this one will be updated. Once it's updated, it will get straight to work anyway. It doesn't sit here playing about, so you'll be able to see it in action. And if you can see, this now complete, so we can just click OK. And if you can see, I've got it on the stand hooking on the side of the door of the car. So we're just gonna click confirm on that. That's all you would have to do when you set it all up. Then it will read the VIN, it will decode the VIN, let us know what car it is, base spec, everything else that you need to know, model, year, and everything else. So if you can see here, it doesn't pick up the VIN straight away, so we'll just skip that, but then it won't allow Intelligent Diagnose. So we're just gonna have to go to local diagnose, and then what we're gonna do is go to BMW, which is right here. We'll click here again, so you can see it's the same software that's on the Launch Creator Elite. On this, BMW Diagnostic Software 51.4. Many of you guys do see that when you load up your Launch Creator Elite, and you can see you'll probably see all this, so you do automatically search, and if you can see it picked up the VIN and everything like that. So it can read it, so you can see it's picked up everything, what car it is, and everything else, the VIN, mileage, everything. And this is all the same stuff you'd get on the Launch Creator Elite. No different, as if you can see, right here. If you was to buy it, you're gonna expect no different. You guys would be able to use it, especially if you already got the Launch Creator Elite, you'd be able to use this straight out of the box. Obviously, the only reason I'd recommend you to buy this is if you're obviously gonna do a load of other cars, different manufacturers, because until we see it, I'm not gonna sit here and say it's got the same options, same things as what the Creator Elite has, but who knows, it might have different things. I'll tell you if it's worth to buy for your BMW or not, or if it's worth to just stick with your Creator Elite, especially if you're only doing BMW. So all you can see here is a lot of the same stuff you'd see on the Creator Elite. Health report, system scan, system selection, special function, anti-theft system, coding program, and ADAS calibration. Now, the Creator Elite for BMW doesn't have ADAS calibration. This one does, which is obviously very important for this day and age with newer cars coming out, especially BMWs with everything automatic driving assistance systems. That's very, very important to have. Coding and program should be the same as it is on the Launch Creator Elite, which it is, so it's no different. So we'll just go back. The system selection, probably be the same, drive, access system, everything like that. You guys probably already know all these options. We just click health report, that just reads everything on the car, tells you if there's any fault code straight away. You can read it like this and whatever else, however way you want to do it. But this way you just get a full health report of the car, and then it will come up with all the fault codes, tell you what's wrong, how to fix it, this, that, the other. You can also do a system scan, which will list all the modules inside the car. So doing a system scan will tell you what's fitted, what's coded, and what you have on the car. So for instance, if you was to buy a BM, you didn't know what it had, you can come into this scan tool, do a system scan, and it will find every module in there, what you got on your car and what you don't have, and you'll be able to, you know, play about with everything on there. You see it says everything's equipped. We could just click whatever we want to do as well and go into it. Again, many of you guys will know you can do this from the Creator Elite. Go into actuation test, and you can do everything here as well, or bi-directional controls, anything you want to do. You've got the anti-theft system, which doesn't work on BMW. ADAS calibration as well, which would work. It ain't going to work on this car because there is no ADAS systems. But if you do have a car with ADAS systems, you know it's going to work from a scan tool. You could do an ADAS system scans, special functions, everything you want to do. You can do system selection, so you've got drive, got the CAS, you've got everything in here. Again, you can just click continue on that, and actuation test, general, you know, electric steering lock counter, reset all that, go into general, do whatever you need to do in there, the delete the fault code memory. Anything you really want to do on this, you're able to do. In the DME, you guys would have just seen what it can do on the actuation test, and we can do everything there. So with the dissers and resetting adaptions, fuel pump, again, we can do everything here, actuation test, fuel pump, reset the control unit. Basically, you can do everything with this scan tool. You go into chassis, do the anti-brake ABS system, bleed it, do reset the steering angle sensor, whatever you need to do. Go into here as well, do your bi-directional controls. There's so much you can do on this scan tool. Many of you guys would have seen, I've done videos on this launch many times on the Launch Creator Elite for BMW. It's exactly the same what is on here, apart from the ADAS calibration. You can do a lot on this. So you don't really need me to see me do that. And you can see there, makes a loud beeping sound state to remove the VCI, which we're not going to. Let's go into service function and see what it's got. So you've got ABS bleeding, AC system, all this kind of stuff you don't have on the Launch Creator Elite. But of course you get it on these bigger, more expensive scan tools. Intelligent cruise control system, injector coding, steering angle reset, windows calibration, all the stuff you basically need on a scan tool that you're going to need for your car, especially on a BMW. This stuff is crucial to have because, as many of you guys know, the anti-trap feature on BMW likes to go out, especially when you disconnect the battery or do anything. Something I've still got to do on this one, and it has to be reset all the time, so you can just do it with a scan tool. It's very easy to do. EGR regeneration, a lot of you have the diesels as well. DPF regen, again for diesel, it's worth having, especially on the later diesel engines. You have got that where you can't remove it anymore, can't blank it, and when you need to do a regen because your glow plugs ain't working or something's wrong with the DPF, you need a scan tool to be able to do that. You've got the brake reset as well, battery matching, which is obviously battery coding, sunroof reset, whatever you need to do, this scan tool can actually do it for you now. As many of you guys know, all these launch scan tools are always excellent, out the box. They come fully packed with features. Every single one I've got, like I said to you guys, I've got the X431, which is the tablet version, the pad version as well. I've got the big one, I've got this one, I've got the Launch Creator Elite from BMW. I've got a lot of launch scan tools and they're all brilliant. I can't fault them. All this is a slimmed down version of the X431 pad, which is the bigger version. And this one feels very weighty as well. At the end of the day, you get your money's worth with launch, and this is no different to the bigger version. It doesn't mean because you've got a bigger screen it's going to do more. It just means, you know, you're paying for that extra big screen, which you don't really need. You can buy it all in this compact one. This is only, like I said to you guys, if you're going to do other manufacturers. If you are strictly staying to BMW, the Launch Creator Elite, which is cheap enough, it's £150. It's always in my links. It's something I always use. Is more than enough for your needs. You do not need this kind of scan tool. This is only if you're looking for another device that can do all different manufacturers, then this tool is for you. Like I said, it does cover everything. It's got the vehicle coverage here as well, which you can see if you wanted to do it. User info, other modules, you know, so recording master, toolbox, camera, gallery, browser, email, you could do everything on it. Really, these kind of scan tools are aimed at a shop or someone that's got a wide variety of cars in the household that they need a scan tool that can do it all, then this is what this would be aimed at. But basically, like me, where I've got Porsches, Dodge, BMW, Vauxhall, Volkswagen, that's what it's aimed at, people like myself. It's not so aimed at, obviously, BMW scene. They've got a scan tool specifically for BMW, which, like I say, guys, I still highly recommend it. The Launch Creator Elite for BMW is excellent and can do everything you need. This isn't needed if you own a BMW. This is aimed at those with all other cars. So as you've seen there, guys, this was a scan tool that was sent to me by Launch. As I did say to you, if you do want to be able to get one of these, do comment in the box below, because Launch will be watching and picking a winner, and they will comment you on my channel themselves, letting you know that you've won. And obviously you would have to contact them, sort of where to send it to, but you have to comment in the box below for them to see who you are, for them to comment to you, for them to be able to send you out the scan tool. Completely up to you guys, whether you do or you don't. Like I said, that's what they've told me. That's Launch themselves. Obviously, many of you guys can go and check out their YouTube channel as well. Got some great products, and I expect them to keep bringing great products out all the time, because many of you guys know, a lot of even garages are going over to Launch, because as many of you guys know, the other competitors are too expensive for garages to pay every year for. This is excellent, and Launch are actually taking over the world by storm, especially when it comes to scan tools. So I'll link it in the description box below, guys. I'll link it in my comments, and you guys can go and check it out, see what you want to see about it, and buy it if you want to buy it as well. So there you have it, guys. This is the Launch X431 Pro Elite. Launch are the ones that actually sent this to me, and as I said, it's an excellent tool, like all their tools are. But one thing I'm not liking is every single tool they send to me ends up being the same. It can do everything the same. Doesn't matter whether it's the big version, small version, the cheapest version, they can all do the same thing. So I don't know why they keep tricking a lot of people to buy this one, buy that one, buy this one, buy that one, when they can all do the same thing, and making you spend, you know, £350, £400 on this, when you can just buy, especially if you're doing BMW. If many of you didn't know about the Launch Creator Elite for BMW, you'd go and buy something like this, spend £400 for something you're not even going to use half of the features for, when you could buy something for £100, 150 quid. You know, they've got vouchers off on it at the moment on Amazon, and you could still do the same thing you could do on this. It doesn't make any sense. But obviously, if you do have a newer BMW and you need to do anything with the ADAS, then this scan tool is going to be great for you guys who are going to do it. But I know a lot of you don't have newer BMWs. Most people cannot afford to buy them. Most people don't like them. Then this scan tool is not going to be relevant for you. The Launch Creator Elite for BMW is the one you need, not this one. But if you do have it, then feel free to go and buy this one. Go and check it out. It will be linked. Amazon is the best place to buy it. They've always got vouchers off, especially with Launch. Like I said to you guys, make sure to comment in the box below, because they are giving away some of these, and they're going to be picking winners from my channel when this video goes out. So there you have it, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and do remember, this scan tool was sent to me by Launch themselves. They will be watching the comments, so when you do comment, do expect a reply from Launch themselves. Thank you very much for watching. It's BMW Dr. Dean here, and goodbye.